Well, the initiative by the county government of Nairobi definitely taking me back to the days of maziwa ya nyayo back in primary school. And you know what we used to say? Maziwa ya nyayo ilikuwa tamu kuliko ya ng'ombe. Well, whatever that meant. In studio, we have our star guest, and tonight we want to discuss poetry, spoken word poetry, which is gaining attraction in our country. And I'm now joined by Frenzy, the spoken word, Frenzy the poet. Yeah. He is a spoken word artist. He's now joining us here in studio to help us understand this genre of poetry more and why it's gaining more traction here in Kenya. Thank you so very much indeed for joining us, Frenzy.
Thank you.
Let me hear from you. First of all, can you give us a taste of what is spoken word poetry?
Actually, spoken word, it's all about, it's a spoken poetry where it is incorporated by many languages, like Swahili. Sometimes you can use English, sometimes you can use Sheng, which many people like it nowadays. So that's all about it.
Do you have a sample?
Yeah, I have many samples.
Give us one.
Okay. So should I stand up?
Why not?
So the first piece I'm going to do, it's about environment. This piece, that's why I'm wearing this green. I come from Kibera, which is a chocolate city, and I'm painting it green with my outfit. So it goes like this. I'm not yet a graduate, but let me argue this topic. Not a peak of my toe, no, but about the surrounding. Humans have become so inhuman for once. I've witnessed a being invest illegally raising an axe to invest on our trees. Later, he locks himself indoors, complaining how the hot heat is making him to have that burn after interviewing on air how much they are interested in exploring our beautiful nature, yet in front of the scene, they are interfering with the inhabitation of the innocent creatures. The harmless birds and squirrels have become homeless because man destroyed their habitation in the name of inheritance to benefit individually. You hate taking too much salt, but you love salting the environment. See, it has come for revenge. See the incumbent droughts, you are instantly succumbing because of insufficient water. The level of intolerance is increasing as citizens are indulging in littering our drainage system, forgetting it directly clogs them, resulting to flood infestation.
Wow.
Contaminating water bodies has become infectious like virus. Bad smell is spreading everywhere. We are not in hell, yet we are inhaling every industrial effluence. Aquatic animals are dying while living humans are under intensive care, receiving injections of cholera and typhoid after ingesting food from our international hotels.
Very well. Interesting. I mean, I know you can go on and on for the whole night.
Yeah.
But tell me this, why this form of, because I feel like you're passing a message, on the importance of conserving our environment. But why this form of communication?
Yeah, first I'd like to big up PAL, run by the Kenya Cultural Center and the Kenya National Theatre for bringing up, run by Kenneth B, is the Fadela Uko, is for bringing up a platform like this for poets. This thing, I started this style because this style and the thematic themes of writing poetry, because I saw that there is need for us as poets to speak about the environment and other issues apart from the environment. It's sort of all about other issues which are normal, because politics is there. Many people like speaking about politics, but what about the environment? What about other things that are there? What about other themes? Why should we not bring those themes into place so that we can spread it through them? Because gospel and other genres of art does not spread these themes. They only spread love, mostly love of God, which is most important. Yeah.
Very well. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for 1.5 years.
1.5 years.
Yeah.
Where were you before?
Before I started poetry, I was a footballer.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a transition. So
And
what inspired you, I mean, from playing football? You don't want to be like Cristiano Ronaldo. Who do you want to be then in poetry?
actually, I was writing when I was high school, but I was not performing. But since after finishing high school, I was playing football. I got a knee injury, so it disturbed me for some time. So there is my friends who we usually went to the Kenya National Theatre for this PAL. They are called STARGUESS. Big up to them. They do rap music. So I usually followed them every now and then when they went there. So when I went there the first time, I saw people performing, and I also saw that I have some pieces which I write. So why should I not perform? Why should I not do these things the way they are doing it? And that's how I started, and that's how I've reached here. Yeah.
This form of poetry, does it help you pay taxes?
Yeah, but I can't say they help much because it has not been considered so much by people. They have not embraced poetry that much the way they have embraced music. That's why you find that most shows you're going, not all they'll pay you. Some they pay, some they can't pay. So you don't have enough money to pay taxes also.
So what are you doing there?
I'm there because I want to change the style of art in this country. We don't want to, spoken word poets, spoken word artists are the ones who speak sense in most, apart from the gospel artists. Spoken word artists are the ones who speak sense in the music, in the art industry. Yeah, so I'm here because I want to spread my message. I want to communicate I want to communicate to people what affects us as the community, as youths, as the country at large, and as the world. Yeah.
When you look at somebody like Teardrops, who is very big in poetry, is that where you want to be?
Actually, every person has his way of success. Maybe I might not follow his way to success. Maybe I have mine. Because for him...
Why are you saying maybe?
Because for him, his way for success, he went to Churchill, and that's how people found to know him, and that's how he performed there for some time, and that's how he made his name. And for me, maybe I have my way. God willing, maybe I'll have to reach wherever my success. I'll have to reach my success, yeah.
I mean, I wish you can remove the word maybe, because it means it sounds like you're not very certain. But tell me this, I mean, how different is this kind of, the spoken word poetry from, let's say, a lyricist and a rapper, for example?
Can you
because I mean, I can feel a lot of rhyming, in all the things that you are saying. Like you are ending with ing. At some point, I felt like you are rapping.
Yeah, sometimes, there is different forms of writing, and rappers have their ways, and rappers mostly rhyme, but us, we rhyme, we use punchlines, and it depends with the way you want your poem to be, because some usually finish by, let's say, T, chi, yeah, like that. For me, I saw that starting with this style, it will be better, and it will discover me and make me be recognized by people, and that's how it started. And I just write using that style because I know that it's an interesting style. Even you have liked it, sure? Yeah.
So I mean, we know for sure this is a new, type of poetry here in Kenya. It's not that old in the market, but when you look at established nations like, Canada and even United States, I mean, it has become very popular, and a lot of people, are using this form of poetry, to advocate, for human rights, for environmental rights, even for human rights. I mean, even for animal rights. Do we have a certain objective, here in Kenya when we are pursuing this form of poetry?
Yeah. According to me, I write because I want to pass message, and one of my role models is some of them are worldwide. Like in the U.S., there is this Prince E.A. He's one of them who is one of the poets who inspire me to write, because I usually follow whatever he does. And according to people have liked his art till you find that he releases videos and find it has more views, like just any other music that is being spread. So I came up with a video, so he inspired me to write a video for environmental protection. I recorded it on my producer GTC Beats, big up to him. Also Bernard Avanji, he recorded the video. He was the director of the video, big up to him also. So I did it in Kibera. So I wanted to address these issues. So I want poetry in Kenya to reach at a certain point where it can compete with music. People can listen to it. People can learn to listen to poetry just like they listen to music from.
You told me that you are based in Kibera.
Yeah.
Why and not Mathare or elsewhere?
Because I was born there.
Oh, that's your area code.
Yeah.
Very well. Because we have to wind up, friends. Sorry? Because we have to wind up, can you give us one more piece?
Yeah, I can.
Just sit.
Just sit.
Yeah, let's see how it comes out when you're seated.
Okay. So this week was World Suicide Day, and on Monday was World Suicide Day, and I came up with a piece on suicide, and it goes like this. Nimejilock kwa lonely room, natoa lock, thinking about my unpaid loan. Niko so low, head so low, exam is around the corner. Niko na cravings za do, nataka hiyo do, nitaiget aje, do, tightly locked. My death schedule is so tight. I'm not expecting any visitor because my life is already in hell. I'm inhaling the last bit of my breath because only a small portion of my heart is functioning, because I can't remember the number of times it was crushed, because every person I gave a piece is nowhere to be seen. I want my peace back. I can't have a peace of mind because nobody loves me anymore, because all missed call. I can't take a roll call of those who still care. I don't care because they're all shit. Cut short and long. Call the country. Call the number of times they miss. Advise me to sponsor them on a hangout or may hang up. The rope is already up. So hang up, frenzy. Let it be death through strangle.
Don't die. Interesting piece there. Thank you very much, and let's hope that your music, your poetry is going to inspire, people to change, and to look at the environment, from a better perspective.
Yeah.
Otherwise, thank you so very much, Frenzy.
Can I big up some people?
What?
Just
sorry?
a minute. Big up some people.
Big ups.
Yeah.
You want to say hi?
Yeah. Say hi some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Picture Learning. It's a mentors group. And there is also World International, big up to them. They are inspiring youth. And also all my friends, those who are supporting me to continue with my art, my WhatsApp group, my Me Fun Team Builders, big up to them and all those who are supporting me. Yep. Thank you very much.
Good. And big ups to our producers, our camera people, and of course, big ups to Carol Kamau. Carol Njenga, who is in the studio with the business news. Thank you, Frenzy, and wish you all the best.
Thank you very
Frenzy,
much.
the poetry, Frenzy the poet joining us here in the studio to help us understand more about spoken word poetry. Carol Njenga is coming up next with sport with the business news. Stay right here.
And big up to my mom and dad.
You still have more big ups?
Yeah.
And
to
all
my
the big
sister
ups.
and to my brothers. Yeah.
Good.